Welcome back to E-Splash, #1 entertainment show around the world. I said it, she said it, you said it, yes, you said it. Welcome back, and it's to the entertainment news. And next up on the entertainment news, Chris Brown would have reached Michael Jackson's level of stardom, Fat Joe says. American rapper Fat Joe has claimed that Chris Brown's 2009 attack on his then girlfriend Rihanna cost him levels of fame and stardom. Michael Jackson enjoyed all the peak of his career. According to him, Chris' violent attack overshadowed his talents after the singer assaulted Rihanna in a vehicle in the Hancock Park neighborhood of Los Angeles after a pre-Grammys party on February 8, 2009. Fat Joe said, and I quote, "If Chris Brown never got into the controversy with Rihanna, we would be calling him Michael Jackson by now. Not like Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson." Fat Joe went on to describe Chris Brown as the most talented singer, artist, performer, hitmaker of his time, urging the public to forgive Chris for his past transgressions. He stated that, and I quote, "There's nobody even close to Chris Brown, and it's time we move past it. It's been 20-something years that I know of. There's no more incidents. We gotta let this lifetime go by without saying the truth. What happens is when the truth is an unpopular decision, everybody gets scared to say it. They get cancelled, especially famous people. But you know, the streets, they know what it is. Streets always know. They tell you the truth." End quote. Fat Joe used an example of the music of convicted sex offender R. Kelly, which he said remains popular despite the artist's downfall. And he feels the time has come to acknowledge Chris' talents independent of his past transgressions. He said, and I quote, "The street's still bumping R. Kelly. He's in jail. He did terrible things. What I'm trying to say is that it's a shame that we're lying and we're not giving it up to the king of R&B. We're thinking he could battle Michael Jackson. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not lying." If you really look at his body of work and if you look at all his hits, you see what he does. End quote. Fat Joe said that in no way does he accept what Chris Brown did in 2009, but noted the singer was a little kid at the age of 19 when the violent incident occurred. Just so you know, Chris Brown got blacklisted by many music fans, especially in the Western world, in 2009 after his then girlfriend Rihanna accused him of physically assaulting her.
Will Chris Brown ever get over this assault? Because this assault in 2009 has been the bane of his career. Every time something comes up, people say, "Oh, you beat Rihanna, you assaulted Rihanna." And yes, he has apologized. A lot has happened after then, but this is something that has marked his career. And every time something about his achievement comes up and they're talking about another person who did something similar, they always talk about him. So this is something that, well, has Rihanna forgiven him? It seems she has, but the fans have still not. It's just the same way. Let me give you an example. Another example is Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. There was no assault. There was a breakup, but the fans will never forget. And then in this case, Chris Brown and Rihanna, it was an assault. So do you really agree with Fat Joe? I think I agree a bit that Chris Brown would have gone further than he is right now. Because every time something comes up, they talk about it.
I mean, I had this conversation here a few days back with Honeypot, I remember. And I said to her, I said, Chris Brown is probably the most talented artist in this generation. And I'm talking about after Michael Jackson, maybe, and I even said he could go head-to-head with Usher in terms of performance and even in terms of hits.
Yes,
he has songs back-to-back. I don't think Chris Brown even has any bad song. And this guy consistently puts out albums almost every other year. Great songs. He's an artist. He draws, he paints. He does all his own choreography. And it's the amount of work that he puts into his performance. I mean, I looked at the new song that he has with Davido.
Yeah.
And I saw behind the scenes of how he was performing and rehearsing for the music video itself. And he puts in a lot of work, not just on his own project, but on other people's
projects too.
Let's also not forget about the fact that he's also a great actor.
Yeah.
He has done amazing movies out there. He's a great actor. He puts in all the work. In this time and age, I don't think, in terms of work ethics, I don't think there's anybody that compares to Chris Brown's work ethic. And you can see that he has also reinvented himself over time. From just that lover boy, that kid down the block. Now we can even call him Ikechukwu in our own words, because he's now an Afrobeat artist, you know. As we can see him, he has collaborated with lots of Afrobeat artists.
Nobody you can't work with.
So I think that one incident, and it's also a reminder that one small mistake can cost you everything. I mean, he's still up there, still trying to, you know, put his game on every other day. But that one mistake has taken all the shine. And that's the one thing that we keep remembering him for every time, you know. So it's sad. Very sad, terribly sad. And but I agree with Fat Joe. Yeah. Definitely. He is, I don't think, you can't even compare it. In this time and age now, is there anybody on Chris Brown's level of creativity? I would say no. Jason Derulo, maybe he tries, but you can't compare at all. And then it's the fact that he does all of these things and still has time for his child. So that's what you call a talented and dedicated person. And on that note, we say that's all we can take on the entertainment news. We've got Social View coming right up after this break. So don't go anywhere, guys.